train to the Plastic Underground. Approaching the station, please stand away from the platform edge. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Plastic Underground. Kind of gonna do like a little game room update video today. I am, if you notice, I'm sitting on this bench, this Millennium Falcon bench. I have a video where I kind of show you how I make this in the works. You probably just saw this video, how I made this shelf above here, but yeah, so this is the bench that's going to go under the shelf. And I was really intimidated by this build, and I just kind of started putting plywood together and cutting plywood out and using a template that I got from Rebel Base Builds, and I also kind of, I think I adjusted it so it's a little bit taller for me, since I'm 6'7". I didn't want it to be super low, which I think they are, but yeah, so I kind of sized it for me. And this is a 3-seater. It's kind of perfect size for this corner. Eventually I plan on getting a pool table in the middle of the room that can turn into a gaming table, but you can take the top off and use it as a pool table. So this is kind of a little seating area that in between your turn from playing pool or other stuff, you can just kind of hang out on this bench. This might also too end up becoming the backdrop for the nerd holes at some point, if Will and I do in-person podcasts. So it's kind of cool. No Star Wars room build is finished without a bench from the Millennium Falcon. But I'm not building the Falcon, I'm building the Stinger Mantis from Jedi Survivor. And yeah, so my color schemes are a little different. I got a lot of orange pads on the wall. I got this bench is also orange. So I'm thinking kind of match the aesthetic of the actual couch and seating area on the Mantis. The back pads are orange and the seat cushions are black. So I might incorporate that to my bench. But anyway, I came home today and I had a box. I've been waiting on a box from a buddy in the community in the Facebook Star Wars room build, Chee-san. He sent me it was really nice. He sent me a box. He said, hey, I got some extra cushions. I want to send you some stuff. So he sent me a few things for my bench. So I want to open that box, kind of go through it, and then my 3D printer is done. So that is cool. Then I want to go through and kind of give you a little bit of tour. Mostly what I've been working on lately has been the stairwell. The stairwell was all open on both sides. I sheetrocked both sides, and this stairwell for me is going to be more Star Trek-y. This is kind of represent the Jeffries tube type thing on the Enterprise. So it's white right now. I painted it. I might paint it gray. I don't know how to go, but the stairs are going to get lit underneath, and I got some really cool stuff I found at Lowe's that I'm going to show you guys. It's one of those happy circumstance things where I bought these things thinking I would use them for running board or ventilation but they just so happen to fit like perfectly, like lengthwise on my stair tread. So we'll get to that, but this is what I want to do. This is the box I got today. It's been nice weather all week, and of course today is the day that it shows up, and it's been pouring out all day. So that's just how it goes up here in central New York. So let's get to it. So, like, right off the bat, I'm seeing he told me he used a bunch of like scrap like foam for like packing peanuts. So that's a pretty great use of like scrap foam. So check this out. So these are like cast. These are like the back like bench greeblies. These are seriously cool. These look awesome. Yeah, these are seriously sweet. So he sent me enough for a 3-seater. So like 2 of these go on each seat. So yeah, man, these are sweet. These are a great cast. I don't know if he 3D printed these and then casted them. But yeah, it's great because like they're all the same size. So I'm gonna put these over here. Is it funny that I get excited for like foam and stuff? Like I just know like the potential of stuff like that you can build from it. So yeah, check this out. Wow. These are sweet. So he said like a lot of these were just like scrap leftovers, and some of these have already been like plastic dipped and stuff. So that's pretty cool. These are this is pretty dense foam. Very like stiff foam. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, man, there's a ton of stuff in here. Yeah. So check this out. He's already got these. These back parts are already that's pretty cool. So these are already like laser cut out for these greeblies. There you go. It's pretty cool. So these obviously will get painted. They're supposed to have lights in here. Might add a few lights in there, but yeah, these get like this one, they get like wrapped up here. So that is pretty cool. So yeah, there's a ton of parts in here. I'm gonna have to like go through and see like where these are supposed to fit and where they're supposed to be. And yeah, hopefully my bench is kind of the same size. I'm kind of a little worried because I did a little bit of custom sizing and shaping, so I really hope that it is the same size and it fits. I can't believe you got all this stuff in this little box. These are probably like one of the most iconic thing. Well, I've been like drawing and looking at it and coloring and stuff so much that like I recognize like all these parts. But yeah, it was super cool of him to do that. He reached out to me and he said like, hey, I got enough for a 3-seater and a lot of like scraps and stuff. So he said he wanted to hook me up, and yeah, it's just super cool. I think that's awesome that like people are so like ready to like share in the Star Wars like room build community. That there's a lot of other like communities out there where people are really like tight-lipped about stuff, and I don't really get why that's like that. But in this group, it's like everybody wants to share, everybody wants to like help you build your like dream room, and they make it come, you'd be able to do that. So I'm pretty sure he sells these ready to make. I think he's got a guy that like laser cuts them. So reach out to him in the Facebook Builders community, and he'll sell you a set. And I think he also does these Greeblies too. I think he'll hook you up. And if he can't, or for some reason can't, he will send you to the right place. So again, thank you. I am definitely going to be using these, and it's kind of crazy that like a few weeks ago, well, no, more than that, maybe a month ago, I was telling my brother-in-law Will, like, I was like, man, I don't know if I have like the room for a bench. I don't know if I want to put the bench together. And he's like, you have to build the bench. Like you can't not have a Millennium Falcon bench down there. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I was like, I don't want to build it. I don't want to put time into it. I've never built furniture, so I'm not like a great like wood craftsman. But it wasn't terrible. Honestly, it really wasn't terrible. Cutting everything out with just a skill saw and a jigsaw out of some plywood I had laying around, and just kind of framing it. It wasn't terrible, and it looks pretty great. And I think once I get these pads on, it's going to be like the world of difference. I mean, it's going to be pretty crazy to have like a Millennium Falcon bench down here. So yeah. So follow or ask to join the Facebook Star Wars Facebook Builders community. People are always posting stuff in there to give you like inspiration, and tons of people are posting pictures from the parks, and everybody's making like really cool stuff. So yeah, join the group, and I hope to see you there, because I'm there usually quite frequently posting stuff. So yeah, thanks, man. Okay, so I spent a lot of time like framing in this staircase and stuff, which meant I had to put corner boards on the sheetrock on both sides. So I had to patch over to my painted wall. I knew that anyway. I had like a little game night here, so when I first painted all this, I wanted to make sure I had corners painted, knowing that I would have to paint over it again, because that's how I am. I like doing things several times. It's my favorite thing. So anyway, this staircase is all framed in. This is all sheetrocked. I ran all this sheetrock up, and this is like the existing wall up here. There's Jojo. Hi, Jojo. So this existing wall, this is all framed, all sheetrocked, all this corner, even this wall here was all, this is like where my furnace is over here. So this all got framed in, and yeah, so to continue that theme from the workshop, I'm running caution tape anywhere that I'm gonna hit my head. So like here, when you come down the stairs here, this will all be caution taped here. And yeah, like I said, I like the white. It's glossy. It's gonna bounce and kind of bounce light around a little bit better. But the original Enterprise was like a grayish color, so might end up doing that. But check this out. So these things, I believe, these things are for your gutters. So I think these like clip like into your gutter system so that, you know, leaves and stuff don't fill your gutters. But they just have this really cool like shape to them and pattern. And the other side is like this mesh, but it's kind of like hot glued on here, so you could totally take it off if you wanted to. But yeah, so I bought it thinking like I could use it, I could paint these silver and put these like up here and even like put lights behind that just to give you like this like industrial way to cover like wires and that kind of stuff. I even thought at one point like they would look super cool down here like as like floorboard, like that would be kind of cool. They would look like grates and stuff. But here's what I discovered is this thing literally like fits perfectly. So I picked like the one that's like tight. This thing fits almost perfectly. I'm gonna have to trim it a little bit, but there was one step, it wasn't this one, I think it was the next one up where it fit like perfectly. So even this like lip like fits on here. And so these steps will get painted probably white or gray at some point. And then I got LEDs on the bottom of these steps. And then what I'm gonna do is behind there, I'm gonna put like poster board, like white poster board, kind of like at an angle on the back of the step. And that way the LED bounces on top of the poster board and forward, and it lights up the whole surface step. So I'm gonna do that all the way up. And the other nice thing is that doing that, you don't see the shop through the steps. With that poster board back there, it gives you a nice backdrop. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. That's a like happy, what do you call it? Like I bought these for something completely else, and they work perfectly for that. So I will show you like a test picture I took. I already tried lights and the backboard, so I'll show you how that looks. Okay, so there's the grate. Check this out. If I put just a piece of insulation behind here, like this, look how much better that looks. It like totally glows like through, and it's not like super bright like for your eyeballs. And it looks really spacey, and it's really cheap, and I freaking love it.